Dragonflight's new story beats have been unlocked, and they contain some new revelations that could change everything. Let's look at the first unlock, the Silver Purpose, and speculate on how the story could unfold from here. Stay to the end to hear how we think this expansion's end boss has already been revealed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and come, take a seat by the fire. With enough reputation with the Valdrakken Accord, the first questline, the Silver Purpose, is unlocked. Within the lore books found within the new Uldaman dungeon, the Legacy of Tyr, we were told that Tyr had left behind an item as a failsafe. We get to find out that it was in fact a silver scale, magically warded so that nothing could reveal its secrets. The choice of silver is very specific here. Just like Tyr's hand that was forged for him, it would be highly resistant to corruption. The scale was obviously dangerous if it fell into the wrong hands, considering how much care and protection it was given. We take it to Tyrhold, and it begins to react to the consoles. Each console that we interact with appears to give us some broken notes on events leading up to Tyr's exodus from the Dragon Isles. While it refreshes us on a lot of what we already knew, like Yogg-Saron infesting his own prison, or the corruption of Loken, one message stood out from all the rest. It shows how Odyn does not agree about uplifting the dragons to be the protectors of Azeroth. Information we had been previously made aware of. However, it says that Azeroth must take. This could have meant that Azeroth needs all the protection you can give it. It must take all of us, for example. Or it could mean that Azeroth must take to the Order magic. That what they are essentially doing is shifting the alignment of the world soul to Order, since the old gods had a head start in shifting it towards the void. They had embedded themselves so deeply that they could not be destroyed, and had to be imprisoned within. This is a theory we more align to at the moment, as this is further corroborated when the next message says the Titan Forged were sent to push back the void, rather than destroy it. This leads on to a much larger theory, where the world souls are sought after by all the greater cosmic forces, but best to leave that for another time. Although, we do know however that world soul alignments can be shifted, as this is exactly what happened to Argus. His alignment was shifted far towards death, which we saw during the events of the Shadowlands when his soul disabled the Arbiter. Back in Tyrhold, however, the story continues, and we are sent to collect some ancient Titan steel. Some of you may remember this alloy from Wrath of the Lich King. We use this metal within the forges of Tyrhold, combined with the scale, to actually create a new body for Tyr. This is an incredible moment, and it was nice to get some confirmation as to the composition of the Titan Forged. It is interesting that this brought up an old theory as to why the Titan steel players could make was made the way it was. The base ore of titanium is heated by eternal fire, moulded by eternal earth, and then eternal shadow was used. The reason for this, we theorize, is because the structure of titanium and its high concentration of order would make the metal nearly impossible to forge with. It took some shadow magic introduced to destabilize it just enough for it to be forged into the constructs and weapons we encounter. So to recap, Tyr's ultimate failsafe was to allow for his inevitable resurrection. The blueprints to his body were stored within the scale, protected from corruption by the silver and warded with powerful magic. The forges were built in his seat of power and then safeguarded by the Refti, and his memories were stored within a disc, guarded in the halls of Uldaman by his two most trusted allies, Ionaya and Arcades. But this disc was lost when Deus of the Infinite Flight threw it into time. While the Infinite Flight will definitely play a part, there is always the chance, no matter how small, that this could be the trigger for Murazond. The time for the change, as he keeps reminding us, is so close. While it would be easy to assume we would use the Caverns of Time for this adventure, we have yet to enter the beautiful temporal conflux in Thaldraszus. Imagine what we could find inside. While we do not often mention gameplay on this channel, I will say that I am hoping for a fun side activity with this one. Maybe something like the horrific visions of N'Zoth, a revamped Torghast, or its successor. Imagine if this is a way they could show us past events often relegated to the books while having some fun gameplay mixed in. Just some food for thought. The most noteworthy mention is once again the reminder that Odyn opposes all that the Dragon Isles stand for. He opposed the very creation of the aspects, but was outvoted by the other keepers. So here we are now. Tyr has a new body, and it is likely he will be finding his memories, and we will return him to life. The dragons are once again on their way to becoming fully empowered aspects. If a same such vote came again now, with the hindsight available to see how well it worked out last time, how would they vote? Neltharion fell to corruption and almost destroyed the world, ushering in the Tower of Twilight. Malygos attempted to hoard all magic, destabilize life and ley lines, and breaching the twisting nether in his madness. Ysera fell, became a champion of the nightmare, only for the mortals to have to kill her. And Alexstrasza and the entire Red Flight were enslaved, used to unleash untold destruction. And Nosdormu is about to become a monster out of time, attempting to purposefully subvert the timelines to his will. I think the Keepers would not so easily give their blessing anymore, Odyn most of all. He even has an army that he has been building for an immeasurable amount of time. He is, in our opinion, the final boss of the expansion. We expect by mid-expansion time for the Primalists to be dealt with in some way. Of course, after they are released by Razagath during the Vault of the Incarnates. Only for Odyn to attempt to end the aspect line once and for all, and attempt to return the dragons to their rightful place as beasts of the field. He is not wrong, really. He has a point. As much as we have become champions of the dragons so far, they still need to prove themselves. That if the power is regifted to them, they will not repeat the mistakes of the past. So many possibilities await. Once Tyr returns, will he be restoring Arcades now that he is powered down? Can Ionaya or any of the Titan Forge that have fallen be reborn? Would they risk bringing back Loken, even if they could? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. For the very first story step reveal, this one was huge. If they keep up this story pace, this may just be the most story-rich expansion ever. Can't wait for the rest of it. Oh, and don't forget to come back anytime.